I don't think he's impossible to be passed by the Patriots. I mean, this is a team, everybody talks about New England and says, well, they need a quarterback. Well, they need a quarterback, a receiver, an offensive coordinator, and probably three offensive linemen. This is not one player away from being a good team. And, last year I was getting drilled on social. They're never going to fire Belichick, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. Belichick ran that team into the ground because he couldn't develop anything on offense. And their leading receiver last year, Demario Douglas. And if you could pick Demario Douglas out of a lineup, I'd give you $100 because you probably can. They couldn't throw the ball last year because they had no protection. They had a bum quarterback, they had a bum backup, and they had no wide receiver talent. This New England thing is going to take probably 2 or 3 years to build back up. And to me, it's the old fantasy analogy. If you're picking fifth in fantasy football, and it goes running back, running back, running back, running back. Do you want the fifth best running back or do you want the best receiver? Well, I would take Justin Jefferson or Jamar Chase. But again, I'm not an NFL general manager. If you don't have a high grade on May or Daniels, you take the best player available because you need one thing on offense. You need talent. You don't just need a quarterback. You need all-around talent on that offense. And I think, the last time that they had a receiver that they drafted, Deion Branch, was that the last good receiver they drafted and developed? I don't count Edelman because he was a quarterback. They traded for Welker. They traded for Moss. It's been almost 20 years since they drafted and developed the wide receiver.